Welcome to icCube's introductory video on how to get started with the reporting editor. This video will show how to populate a chart with data and add a filter. Let's first take a look at a few graphic possibilities. There are two main types of widgets that can populate your dashboards: charts, also called diagrams, and filters. First, charts or diagrams are graphical representations of data. They can be of various types: table, serial, combo, which are as-serial charts with several measures, and you can also have two value axes with different ranges and orders of magnitude, donut and pies, Google Maps, widget templates, which are empty widgets allowing you to create your very own custom widgets. Some examples are D3 bubble, D3 sunburst, D3 cloud, and so on. Secondly, filters are a list of elements from a same dimension, allowing to interact and refine other charts within the dashboard. For example, your list of years or products. They also have different styles. We'll come back to those later on. The possibilities are huge, but let's already start with one chart and one filter. To create a new report, select a schema and cube that have been previously loaded in icCube. Sales is a schema which is already loaded on icCube when you download icCube's community version. The default palette and theme can be configured on the icCube.json file found on icCube's admin console. Now drag and drop a serial chart under diagrams. Populate your widgets with data thanks to the Edit button. A Widgets Editor has, in most cases, the following structure: General, Data, Data Render, Navigation, Events, Filtering, Hooks, Undo and Redo buttons, and JSON properties. Why in most cases and not all? Each chart and filter have settings that can either be common to others, like titles, font sizes, etc., or specific to certain widgets. For example, the inner radius for pies, layers for Google Maps, etc. Meaning that the configuration fields of the various widget editors can vary. More details on this on the data render video. Now let's populate this widget with data. You have your cubes, measures, and dimensions available here. Let's put regions on rows and amount as the measure. The wizard was introduced to facilitate populating your widgets with data without having to write MDX, which is the query language icCube is based on. The wizard will therefore generate an MDX query, but if you're an advanced user or want to write more complex query, an MDX tab is available for directly entering your code. Save, and you have your first chart. How you choose to group and order your dimensions and measures can completely change how your widget looks. For instance, let's add the product categories on rows as well. Now, if we instead put categories on columns, we have a completely different view of the data. For this one, let's quickly add the legend for clarification. You can also inverse the two axes and see the difference. The wheel next to the hierarchy name allows to configure your data to show, for example, the top 3 values or ordering the values according to a certain measure. Let's now add a filter. Select MDX filter and populate your widget with product articles. Going to the Data Render tab, you can see there are many styles for your filter. Your filter is actually an event that will generate an action. It therefore has a name, and this name is visible here on the Events tab. A good practice is to rename your filter or event as soon as you create it, so you can easily find it afterwards in case you have many filters on your dashboard. You can apply your filter to your entire dashboard, meaning that it will have a filtering action on all charts of your dashboard, or you can manually add it to a specific widget, hence a good practice of giving explicit names to your filters when you start to have many on your report. More details on filters will be given on the data filtering and navigation video. Hope you enjoyed this icCube tutorial and see you next time.